DC gives up on James Gunn's Superman. Surprise move, sends it to digital Friday, August 15th, which is the day I am recording this video. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. If you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to smash that like button. It's the only way that YouTube's going to show this video to anybody. Subscribe to the channel. So let's dig into this a little bit because the paid campaign, shall we say, with all the shills out there has been epic for this movie. Every time I turn around, they're spinning the results of Superman. And look, in a new, what I will say is a new time, a new era for superhero movies. Now, Spider-Man might do it, maybe you might get those outliers, but in general, I think the billion-dollar superhero movie is done, at least for a while, and they need to come back, rein in the budgets, go smaller with the budgets, and lower their expectations. But everything we kept hearing, like I think it was last week when it finally happened, we kept hearing about how it was, the number one superhero movie or the number one Superman movie domestically, and they kept on domestic this and domestic that, where of course overall box office it did not touch Man of Steel, and it does not look like it's going to hit Man of Steel even without adjusting for inflation, which by the way the show's also complaining about that. Oh, no one ever adjusts for inflation. Yes, they do. Like, it's basic to talk about overall box office and adjusting for inflation from older films. But as you see here, Superman digital release moves up to August 15th, just 35 days after theatrical debut, which is kind of wild because I think it was originally 45 days. They had it set for August, actually, I think August 26th. They're upset it did not make as much money as they wanted, so they want it off to digital already to salvage something. Somebody says agreed. And that does seem like what is probably the possibility. It's basically stalled in theaters at this point, and it is going to be released on Blu-ray on September 23rd as well. And if we go check this out, we can see where it is now. It is trending. As you can see, as we get further and further, it's getting lower and lower on the trend line as to what it's expected based on opening weekend. Right in here, it was pretty solid in the middle to slightly above, and then it's gotten lower and lower, and it has hit $586 million worldwide. It just did not do well internationally. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't look at it, but I think domestically, if you included inflation, it still didn't beat Man of Steel. But Man of Steel did 690 million worldwide without accounting for inflation. Superman is clearly not going to hit that. Maybe 610. Maybe if it has a strong push, 630, because I'm sure there's still some theaters that are going to be showing it. They already have it planned to do so, but it is not going to see much more than what it has seen now. And it certainly is not going to touch Man of Steel. Now, it did absolutely crush, speaking of trend lines, it did absolutely crush Fantastic Four First Steps that only ended up doing 441 million worldwide. And then, of course, the big winner that it lost to was Jurassic World Rebirth, which did over $800 million worldwide, and also just went to digital last week, I believe. But as you can see, though, it is at the very, very top of its trend, unlike Fantastic Four, unlike Superman. Now, it's not the be all end all, okay, but I just in generalities, sometimes that has to do with word of mouth, right? It has a strong opening weekend, and then if it starts coming down in terms of what is expected, that is because the word of mouth was not there. But yeah, Superman has already gone to digital. It's basically, to me, it's like DC has given up. It's not going to do what they were hoping it's going to do. Maybe they're even saying, it's getting a lot of backlash from all the shows talking about how it's number one this and beat Man of Steel with that, and it's not going to hit those numbers. And even the Batman had a 400 plus $1 million international take, which made it do helped it do over 772 million. Okay, see here it's saying based on current trends, it could finish around 600 to 630. It is currently at 586 right now on the day it's releasing to digital. It's also well short of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, which finished with over 670. I thought it was 690. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just had that number stuck in my head for some reason, but either way, it's not catching Zack Snyder's um, Man of Steel. So it says here it could be part of WB's push to capture home entertainment revenue sooner or to build momentum for the new DCU ahead of Supergirl, or it could be because the box office is stalling. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's a, hey, the box office is stalling. Let's get this on to digital and see what we can do there and go ahead and move forward. Maybe the sooner it is out of the public eye and out of the theater, the sooner people stop correcting our shills and talking about what its performance was really like. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the comments below. Did you get around to seeing it? Did you like it? What do you think this means for the DCU going forward with James Gunn? I think there's always going to be that battle of comparing things to Zack Snyder, which makes things interesting. Personally, I thought Man of Steel, just my opinion, was a much better movie, but I'm not a Zack Snyder guy. There's some movies he's done that I really like, and stuff that he's done that I can't stand. It's just I'm not. Oh, I love Zack Snyder, so I love this. It's is it a good film? I don't care who made it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really do appreciate it. I will talk to you in the next video.